Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Reality Pearl, and today I'm reviewing the Mommy Club season 1 episode 6. Before we get into this episode, let me just tell you, go ahead and click that red subscribe button to get subscribed, and also the notification bell so that you know when I'm posting new videos. Okay, also make sure you watch till the end of this video. Guys, this one was packed with a lot of drama. Okay, and serious drama this time around, not like that other kind of drama. If you know, you know, right? Okay, this episode started right where we left off. Mrs Mops was still trying to calm Happy down. Happy was irate at this point. Okay, Happy was not having it. Mrs Mops tried to change the topic of the conversation. She said, so tell me, when is the engagement party going to happen? Happy was like, she's not sure there's going to be. In fact, she's not even sure she's like into that whole getting married thing. She felt it might be too soon, even though she thinks there's no manual to, these kind of things. Like, she's right. There's no way one should grieve. There's no way one should move on and all of that. But the truth is, there are some things that are not bad, but they are not also good, if you get what I mean. And I think that is what this is. Happy was like, this guy is her baby daddy. They were actually engaged. She said they were engaged 15 years ago. Or was it 19 years ago? He's not just someone that she met randomly, This guy was like her first boyfriend, her first love, her first everything. She actually said maybe it's meant to be, or like long overdue, something like that, Happy is the kind of girl that will do what she wants to do. To hell with the rest of us. Girl, she said, my life, my rules. Shikina. Did you guys see how Mrs. Mops told Happy all the things she said behind her back? She was like, this other time I said I was scared of you. Happy said, why? Why? I'm actually a cool person. I'm a chilled person, okay? Unless you get in my way, Another time she said, oh, I was speaking with Ms Manche and Nunu, and I said, I feel it might be too soon. I think she's still low-key scared of her. Moving forward, we saw Ms Manche and Nunu trying to put some gifts together for Her Majesty's bridal box, is what they called it. But it's like an engagement gift. And then we saw Mrs Mops and her mini-me. Oh my God, that girl blew my mind. Okay, seriously, that's kind of daughter everyone wants. She's such a classy little girl. Like the way she speaks so well. She's so articulated. I mean, so many adults can speak like that girl. So many. You must go and pay more money to her school. Like, they are doing well, okay? And I'm sure Mrs. Mops is also doing a wonderful job as a mom. This is the kind of child that you see and your ovaries will start tingling. Like, your ovaries will start jumping, You want to have a baby girl. Oh my God. When her mom asked her, what does she think about having another sibling? She mentioned something about thinking about the obvious. I was like, that reminded me of someone, Happy. I think she needs to think about the obvious. The obvious being her kids, okay? How her decisions are going to affect her kids is something she should be thinking about more. Titi, for one, had never met her dad. I mean, at that time. And now, all of a sudden, he's going to be her mom's fiancé. We might think that, oh, that's good for her. That would be good for her. But it could go wrong in so many ways. And then, one of the other kids, Happy needs to step on the brakes. Give it time. I don't want to start preaching. So let's move forward. Moving forward, Mrs. Mops and Omuhle organized this event. It was going to be like a food and wine pairing thing for the ladies. All the ladies looked stunning. Okay, Her Majesty arrived last. And when she was trying to sit down, Nunu, who was sitting very close to her, extended her hand to like give her a side hug. She said, don't touch me. Hi, Bo. South Africans, you have to adopt me now. Jokes apart. And I think her producer asked her why she did that. She said she was not feeling Nunu, that there was something off about her. And I was shocked. I was shocked because one, Nunu didn't even take offense like that. She didn't react. Secondly, I was like, is this not the same Happy that called Nunu to break her engagement news to her? So when did she start feeling something was off with Nunu? Happy does too much sometimes, seriously. Ratile was in her confessional cutting up. The girl was too catty. She was in attack mode. I wonder why though. What was that for? Why? Why the sudden switch? She went from this sweet, calm, person to, She was coming for everyone. Miss Lady, who offended you? So yeah, everyone wanted to know how Happy's trip went. And immediately she sat down, they were like, how did it go? How was Lagos? Of course they knew already, but they still needed the tea from the source. Nunu was like, the first question I have is da. And Her Majesty said, imagine these people. I've not even sat down for like 5 minutes and questions from all angles. I'm like, yeah, what do you expect? Because they asked her about the man, and Her Majesty was like, they had not spoken or seen themselves in over 15 years. Hey, you see how that sounds? You see how it doesn't make sense, right? Everyone was like, wait, what? You guys were not communicating at all these years? She said, yes, they didn't. So you just met him, this brand new guy, of course, because if you're meeting someone after 15 years, you're meeting a total stranger. So you just met this brand new guy after 15 years, okay? And you guys have only spoken for how many months now? 2, and he's already proposing. Red flags. She said she met him when she was 19. They got engaged. She got pregnant. After giving birth to her baby, he wanted her to come over to Switzerland to stay with him. I actually think she was no longer in the relationship because it sounded like he was not around for the pregnancy. So yeah, when he said he wanted her to come over to Switzerland, and she told him for what? The baby is not even yours. Just to get him off her back. Again, I'm saying like red flags like popping up. Because how do you tell your baby daddy that the baby is not his just to get him off your back? And you did not call him one day or even send him a message one day to say, okay, you know what, I lied. The baby is yours. The whole thing, nah. How did she even put her baby through that? You should have given your baby the chance as well to have her daddy in her life. Like in all of this, something was not just adding up. She said 2 months after her husband passed away, the guy sent her a message to say, oh, I heard about what happened to you. I'm so sorry for what happened to your husband, stuff like that. Teko was like, how did he know? So Happy said through Facebook, and that videos of her husband's death went viral. There was this one TikTok video that had up to 7.5 million views.
The video having 7.5 million views is not really a thing. She leaked it for a reason. And that reason is the cloud chasing I'm talking about.
We'll get back to that. But leaked ke. What is Ratile saying? What's Ratile going on about? Is she still on that Tabo Besta videos thing? Surely she's not saying that Happy leaked videos of her husband on her TikTok page, her own TikTok. Like, I don't understand. The woman posted those videos. She didn't leak them. Ratile, you're sounding very ridiculous right now. She said, oh, that's the cloud chasing thing I was talking about. She leaked. Oh my God, you have to take a chill pill. Okay, back to Happy. Why does she need to keep saying these things? Why? That's probably why Ratile has issues with her. Actually, in real life, no one likes to stay close to people like that. And Happy said something else that blew me away. Guys, she was like, her now fiance called her up one day to tell her, I still don't believe what you told me 15 years ago. I still don't believe that baby is not mine. So you know what? Let's make a deal. I'll pay for a DNA test. And if she's not my child, I'll pay you 300,000. Let me repeat it for clarity. Okay. If the result comes out and Titi is not his child, he was going to pay her 300,000. 300,000 what? Rand or US dollar? Okay, whatever. Don't be silly, okay? As if this story was not compelling enough, she said, this guy was arrested for me. He was wrongly accused for something he didn't do, but he still forgave me. He has been through a lot for me.
He was beginning to sound like Jesus right now.
Guys, we didn't get to hear the whole story, okay? But at this point, I was like, I don't need it. I don't need the whole story. I don't need to know what he did, what she did. I don't want it. At this point, all I want us to do is give Her Majesty her accolades. We must give her accolades for carrying this show on her back, like effortlessly. It was Margaret Chan that said it. She was like, oh my God, Happy has the best storylines.
Shout out to Margaret Chan. She's the best, okay? She said Happy always had a bomb every episode, and that was 100%.
Story is the gift that keeps on giving. There's more detail coming in.
And Nunu captured it the best. As in, the stories never end. Every episode is a banger. Every episode, you're sure to hear something new. Whether these stories are true or not, we must appreciate her for giving us one. And yeah, I said what I said. She knows what she's been through with this guy. The fact that he was arrested, almost killed, and had to leave the country for her. So for her, there's nothing they're saying now that makes sense, Finally, the wine lady, okay, the connoisseur. She came to introduce the wine, how it should pair with the food, all of that bougie stuff.
So when they started eating, Her Majesty was like, they should tell her about the Shisan Yama that Ratile organized for the ladies. Ratile immediately became very defensive. She was like, it was very unnecessary, okay? In fact, it was annoying because she was just digging into another person's story. And now, all of a sudden, she doesn't want to give details about what happened at her event. So Ms Manche took it upon herself to tell Happy what happened, especially what happened between Ratile and her friend. I didn't pay that story any attention because I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't organic. So, but anyway, the story is that Ratile's friend said they met when Ratile helped her for an event. So they did this event together, planned it and everything. And at the day of the event, Ratile didn't show up. Okay. And Ratile said she didn't show up because she was not formally invited as a business. Something silly like that. When Teho was telling the story, she got stuck. So she needed Ratile to step in. Ratile said, you started it, you should finish it. I mean, the attitude she was giving was so unnecessary. Happy got pissed. Happy was like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you bullying or something like that? I was like, I beg. Please shift with this dry story. It was dry. And that's why I never talked about it in the first place. It was getting a bit rowdy, so they decided to play a game. And guys, whenever they bring up these games, it's definitely going to unlock another level of drama. And that was exactly what happened. There was, never have I stolen. And some of the other ladies were like, oh, I stole my mom's phone. Another person said, I swiped my mom's card. Happy said she stole a car. She said she stole a car when she was 19. Oh my God, this is not so funny. At this point, I was beginning to side eye, like, are you making these things up or what? She also agreed to doing a foursome, and it was at this point I was like, okay, have you really done all these things? And everybody was like, what has Happy not done? Yeah, it's a valid question. What haven't you done? Mrs Mops said, never have I ever leaked something to the public for clout. Mrs Mops, she's the official shit stirrer of this group, okay? She had a job, and this was the final part of her job. Happy was like, I've never had to chase clout, but I heard Miss Madam here, Ratile, said that I'm a clout chaser. Ratile said, yeah, I said it because you're always trending, and everything about you is TikTok or Twitter or, stuff like that. Everything about Happy is trending. Why?
Regards to your engagement as well, you were just like, oh, it's a secret, don't tell anybody. You were literally told 20 people and you said, don't tell anybody. 20 people? Why would we know? You were saying that what happened. You're not going to tell me what to do.
Calm down, Ratile. Calm down. It's like you've had too much wine. Because why are you shouting? Why does Happy rile her up so much? At this point, Omuhle asked Happy why she always referenced TikTok and, all that whenever she talks. Ms Manche made one side comment like, you're the fancy one to ask that question. Then there was this little thing between Ms Manche and Omuhle. Omuhle was like, relax yourself. Ms Manche said, don't talk to me like that. Omuhle said, relax yourself. Yo, it was a lot. And it wasn't even that serious. Like I said, guys, there was drama everywhere. And guys, I like how Omuhle talks. She's a classy somebody.
Who is the father of your child?
Girl, what?
Oh my God. This was what I saw in the trailer of this show that got me interested in this show. I was really interested. I wanted to know who was that? Who said that? Who is that lady that asked that question? I wanted to know. Who? No. At this point, everyone was like shocked. Some people took their leave. Ratile said, oh, you know what? I had fun, but right now I'm bored. I'm so annoyed. I'm so sour. I was like, girl, you're so drunk. Ms Manche left as well. After they left, Omuhle was like, Ms Manche would not even relate. She trends because she's a celebrity. Then she said to Nunu, to answer your question, my baby daddy is someone I've been in a relationship with for 7 years. And that's the only thing you need to know. Fair enough, I felt it should have ended there.
I was from jail. So I'm really questioning your intelligence by even thinking that is something that's...
She lost me at that point. Also, please let me in on this tea, because what's this talk about jailbird or journalist? I don't know. What does it have to do with her baby daddy? I would really love to know. I found out that she's an actress. She has like a large following on Instagram, over 1 million at this point. And even though she hasn't like publicly said who her baby daddy is, there is some claims that he's one wealthy, businessman that is actually publicly in a relationship with someone else, an Instagram influencer. According to what Nunu said, it was trending everywhere. She said it was on the national dailies. It was on Twitter trending, All of them were telling her to acknowledge that she said something wrong, to apologize. Mrs. Mops was like, imagine someone asking you, who is your baby daddy? Oh, please.
You were being shady as fuck. Yes. And you're clearly a fan because you've clearly Googled me. Exactly. He's a fan.
Stop it, okay? If I want people to say something, you, please. I love how Nunu finished them, and this is my opinion. Let me know if you have a different opinion, all right?
Like they're not fair. I love. Good question. Let me tell you one thing. I love you. You're talented. I've never watched anything that you do.
So how do you know that I'm talented if you never watched anything that
I'm
I
just
do?
being polite.
Oh, cute.
Nunu asked Happy, what exactly do you do that will make me a fan? You play the piano or the violin? Like, what do you do? Oh my, that was pretty savage. Seriously, she really struck a chord there with Omuhle when she said she had not watched any of her shows, because Omuhle was like, I don't need you to watch it. My show has over 10 million viewers. Do you even have satellites? I am so happy that Nunu didn't stand down. I really didn't expect her to, she's so soft-spoken, and like they've said a few times, she's the youngest in the group. It looks like they all want to baby her, talk down on her at some point. You know how she talks? Imagine 3 of them versus her.
And she kept saying, how does it serve you? How does it change your life? Child, please.
That was me right there when I was watching, okay? After she left, Mrs. Mops was now telling Happy what Nunu said. She said, oh, you didn't even hear any of what she was saying. Happy obviously did not hear anything, because when Nunu was talking, I literally saw Happy breathing fire. Like, literally, you could see it in her eyes that she was so angry. Look at her face now. She was boiling, seriously. Nunu was so lucky that there were people there, because she was seriously boiling. I'll just say, I know that there are people like Her Majesty that the things that keep them happy are the views that they get on TikTok, the likes, the number of followers they have on Instagram, all of that. And I've heard that quite a number of times, saying stuff like that, like Google recognizes me, YouTube recognizes me, LinkedIn recognizes me. This is like the second time I'm hearing this kind of thing. Vera from Real Housewives of Nairobi. I would just want to put it out there that if these are the kind of things that bring you happiness, just know that they are very fickle. It can be taken away at any point, Followers can actually just leave you. You can be cancelled at any. If that's kind of thing that keeps you happy, you might just want to reevaluate your life. I have traveled all around the world. The Reserve Bank recognizes me. That is a better flex, though. When Happy said that part, I was like, go girl. Yes, that's what I want to hear. Not Google recognize me, TikTok recognize me. We have finally gotten to the end of the episode. Thank you so much. This episode was so packed. I said on my Instagram that this show is so lucky to have Her Majesty. Like, now it makes sense that they casted her, even though, she has all of these things that are trailing her and all that. These shows are very particular about their ratings, and I'm so sure that their ratings are going to be so good. I said the other day that I would rate the show an 8, but some people did not agree with me. So guys, let me know, what do you rate this show? Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to join the community. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you soon. Love you.